Have you ever wondered how a tournament that lasts just 1 month can generate billions of dollars? Every 4 years, the FIFA World Cup captures the attention of billions of people around the globe. Fans fill massive stadiums, millions buy jerseys, companies spend fortunes on advertisements, and television networks compete fiercely for the rights to broadcast every match. But here's the surprising part. FIFA doesn't actually play football. It doesn't own the stadiums. It doesn't sell the jerseys. Yet somehow, it earns more money than almost any other sports organization on Earth. So where does all that money come from? And where does it actually go? Today, we're pulling back the curtain to reveal the incredible business behind the world's biggest sporting event. Welcome to World Cup Background. For most fans, the FIFA World Cup is about unforgettable goals, legendary players, emotional celebrations, and national pride. It's where dreams come true. It's where underdogs shock the world. But behind every incredible match lies a gigantic financial machine. Every ticket sold, every commercial shown during halftime, every official match ball, every sponsor's logo around the pitch, and every jersey worn by fans contributes to an enormous global business. In fact, during a single World Cup cycle, FIFA generates several billions of dollars in revenue. That makes the World Cup not only the biggest football tournament on Earth, but also one of the most profitable sporting events ever created. So, let's break down exactly how this financial empire works. 1. Television rights, FIFA's biggest gold mine. Imagine it's the World Cup final. The stadium holds around 80,000 fans. That sounds impressive. But now imagine over 1 billion people watching the same match from their homes, sports bars, schools, airports, and public squares across the world. Suddenly, the stadium audience becomes tiny compared to the television audience. This is exactly why broadcasting rights are FIFA's largest source of income. Television companies know that the World Cup is one of the few events capable of attracting billions of viewers at the same time. Because of that, broadcasters compete against each other to secure exclusive rights. Countries around the world pay enormous amounts of money simply for permission to show World Cup matches. Some broadcasters spend hundreds of millions of dollars because they know millions of people will tune in, allowing them to charge advertisers premium prices for commercial breaks. In many countries, World Cup advertising slots become the most expensive television commercials of the entire year. Every goal, every penalty, every dramatic save keeps viewers glued to their screens. And that attention is incredibly valuable. For FIFA, television rights alone generate several billions of dollars during each World Cup cycle, making broadcasting its single biggest source of revenue. 2. Global sponsors pay to be part of football history. Now think about the last World Cup you watched. You probably noticed famous company logos almost everywhere, around the pitch, behind player interviews, on giant digital advertising boards, inside fan zones, and across countless commercials. That isn't a coincidence. It's one of FIFA's most valuable businesses. Global companies know that billions of football fans will be watching, so instead of competing for attention somewhere else, they pay FIFA enormous sums just to associate their brand with the excitement of the World Cup. Companies don't simply buy advertisements. They buy emotion. When fans celebrate a last-minute winner, cry after a heartbreaking defeat, or remember an unforgettable final years later, the sponsoring brands become part of those memories. That's incredibly powerful marketing. Some companies sign sponsorship deals worth hundreds of millions of dollars. In return, they receive exclusive marketing rights, global exposure, hospitality packages, promotional campaigns, and the privilege of calling themselves official FIFA partners. For many brands, that's worth every dollar. 3. Ticket sales. Millions of fans, millions of dollars. Of course, the matches themselves also generate huge amounts of money. Every World Cup hosts dozens of games across multiple cities. Each stadium welcomes tens of thousands of supporters. Some fans save money for years just to experience one World Cup match in person. Others travel across continents, following their national team wherever it goes. Before a single ball is kicked, millions of ticket requests flood FIFA's ticketing system. Many of the biggest matches sell out almost instantly. From the opening ceremony to the final, stadiums are packed with passionate supporters waving flags. singing national anthems and creating unforgettable atmospheres. Those ticket sales generate hundreds of millions of dollars. Premium seats, VIP experiences, luxury hospitality packages, and exclusive lounges bring in even more revenue. Some corporate guests pay thousands of dollars for a single premium match experience. For businesses, entertaining important clients during the World Cup is considered one of the most prestigious experiences in global sports. And for FIFA, every seat represents another piece of the financial puzzle. For merchandising, the world wears the World Cup. Now, let's leave the stadium for a moment. Walk into a sports shop during the World Cup. What do you see? National team jerseys, scarves, caps, footballs, mini trophies, collectible pins, official mascots, children's toys, even coffee mugs carrying World Cup branding. The tournament isn't just played on the pitch. It lives in homes across the world. Fans want to wear their country's colors. Children dream of owning the official match ball. Collectors search for limited edition souvenirs that may never be produced again. FIFA licenses its official logos, trophies, mascots, and branding to approved manufacturers around the world. These companies pay for the legal right to produce official World Cup merchandise. Every official product sold generates licensing income. Millions of fans buying small souvenirs may not seem significant individually, but together, they create another major revenue stream worth hundreds of millions of dollars. And that's before considering the massive sales of national team jerseys produced by sportswear companies. Football isn't just watched. It's worn, it's collected, and it's celebrated through merchandise. 20 years ago, most fans watched the World Cup on a television. Today, that's no longer the only option. Millions of people now stream matches on their phones, tablets, laptops, and smart TVs. Whether they're on a train, at work, or relaxing at home, football is only a tap away. This shift has created an entirely new source of revenue. Streaming platforms pay for the rights to broadcast World Cup matches online, just like traditional TV networks do. These platforms compete to attract football fans, knowing that live sports are among the most valuable forms of entertainment. But the money doesn't stop there. Every highlight clip, behind-the-scenes interview, social media post, and official video released during the tournament keeps fans engaged for weeks. With billions of views across platforms like YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook, FIFA reaches audiences far beyond the 90 minutes of each match. The modern World Cup isn't just a football tournament. It's a global digital event that never really sleeps. 6. Licensing in video games. Have you ever played a football video game and chosen your favorite national team? Or recreated the World Cup final from your own living room? That experience exists because of licensing. Game developers pay FIFA for permission to use the official World Cup name, trophy, logos, and tournament branding. Without those licenses, games couldn't accurately recreate the tournament fans know and love. Licensing extends beyond video games. Companies also pay to create official stickers, trading cards, documentaries, books, collectibles, and even educational products using FIFA's branding. Every licensed product sold contributes another stream of income. While these payments may seem small individually, together they represent millions of dollars added to FIFA's overall revenue. It's another example of how the World Cup continues earning money even when no matches are being played. 7. The host countries also spend billions. Now, here's something many people don't realize. While FIFA earns billions in the tournament, the countries hosting the World Cup often spend billions before it even begins. Hosting the world's biggest football tournament is an enormous challenge. New stadiums may need to be built. Existing stadiums are renovated. Roads, airports, hotels, train stations, and public transport systems are upgraded to handle millions of visitors. Security, medical services, volunteers, and tournament operations all require massive investment. In some cases, countries see these expenses as long-term investments that improve infrastructure and boost tourism for years to come. But not every host nation sees the same financial return. Some stadiums continue hosting major sporting events after the World Cup. Others become underused and expensive to maintain. This is why hosting the World Cup remains one of the most debated topics in international sport. For some countries, it's a huge success. For others, it's a financial gamble. So, where does FIFA spend all that money? At this point, you might be wondering, if FIFA earns billions of dollars, where does all that money actually go? The first major expense is organizing the tournament itself. Running a World Cup requires years of planning, thousands of employees, advanced technology, logistics, security coordination, and countless operational costs. Next comes prize money. The teams competing in the tournament receive financial rewards based on their performances. The champions earn the largest prize, but every participating nation receives funding simply for qualifying. This helps national football associations cover preparation costs, training camps, travel, and player support. Beyond the tournament, FIFA also invests in football development around the world. Its funding supports youth football, coaching education, women's football, referee training, grassroots programs, and infrastructure projects in many countries. The goal is to grow football globally, not just during the World Cup, but every year. While FIFA's financial decisions are often debated and criticized, a significant portion of its income is reinvested into developing the sport worldwide. Here's something incredible. The FIFA World Cup is one of the most watched events on Earth. The final alone attracts an audience that can exceed 1 billion viewers. Very few events in human history bring together so many people at the exact same moment. Another fascinating fact is that the official World Cup sponsors don't simply advertise during the tournament. Many begin planning their campaigns years in advance, producing commercials, designing products, and organizing worldwide marketing events long before the opening match. And perhaps the most surprising fact of all, for just 1 month of football, billions of dollars move through broadcasters, sponsors, airlines, hotels, restaurants, retailers, tourism companies, sports manufacturers, and local businesses across the globe. The World Cup isn't only the biggest football tournament, it's one of the biggest business events in the entire world. At first glance, the FIFA World Cup looks like a competition to determine the world's best national team. But behind every goal, every celebration, and every unforgettable moment lies an enormous global economy. The tournament creates jobs. It fuels tourism. It drives innovation in broadcasting. It inspires companies to invest in sports. And it brings billions of people together through one shared passion: football. Understanding the business side of the World Cup doesn't make the tournament any less magical. If anything, it makes it even more impressive. Because while the players compete for glory on the pitch, an entire global industry is working behind the scenes to make those unforgettable moments possible. The next time you watch a World Cup match, take a closer look. Notice the sponsor logos around the stadium. Think about the television cameras broadcasting the action across the globe. Imagine the millions of fans wearing official jerseys, collecting souvenirs, streaming highlights, and traveling thousands of miles just to witness football history. Every cheer in the stands, every ticket scanned at the gate, every commercial shown during halftime, every jersey sold, and every click on a highlight video contributes to one of the largest sporting businesses ever created. The FIFA World Cup isn't just about lifting the trophy. It's about connecting billions of people through a game that has become a global industry unlike any other. And that's how 1 month of football generates billions of dollars. If you enjoyed discovering the business behind the beautiful game, make sure to subscribe to World Cup Background. Every week, we explore the stories, history, secrets, and hidden side of the FIFA World Cup that every football fan should know. Leave a comment below and tell us what surprised you the most about how the World Cup makes billions of dollars. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video on World Cup Background.